The 5-hour workday or the shorter work week changes behavior. That's what I want to talk about in this quick video. I want to talk to you about the two ways that the shorter work week changes behavior. We've been working, by the way, I've personally been working a 5-hour workday for over 6.5 years. So I have found these things to be true that I'm about to share with you. So, what are the two ways that it changes behavior? First, productivity. We have found that time constraints make you work better. So, first behavior change is productivity, and the second one is the effects of free time. We found that the gift of free time in exchange for productivity results in happiness for that company's employees. So, productivity and free time. So, first, I want to talk about productivity. So, the 5-hour workday or the 4-day work week is often misunderstood as, well, people are working less. Is the company paying people less? That is not what I'm talking about. So when we switched in 2016, the summer of 2016, we switched from an 8-hour workday to a 5-hour workday. And all that meant was that we are only expected to be in the office no more than 5 hours. There's obviously times when there are deadlines, customer service issues that need to be handled where we work longer. But the point is we switch from being rewarded by time in the office to results, productivity. So it changed our behavior to productivity. Our salary stayed the same. The amount of productivity we're expected to produce on a daily and weekly basis did not change. The quality of the work was expected to at least stay the same. And so the way the story went in brief is in the summer of 2016, the company was productivity, morale, everything was kind of down. We had some really tough quarters. And our CEO, Dave Rhodes, called everyone into the conference room. All hands meeting in front of every employee in the company, announced that we were going to go from working 8 hours to 5 hours a day as a 3-month experiment during the summer in Huntington Beach, California. So everyone wanted to go surfing in the afternoon anyway. And that was his plan. Let's see if we can be as productive within 5 hours as we were in 8, because he already felt like we were wasting a lot of time. Hour-long coffee breaks. We're no longer gonna be tired after lunch because we're not even gonna take a lunch break. We're gonna come in from 8. We're gonna leave at 1, have a late lunch, have the rest of the afternoon to spend time with your family, working on your sport, hobby, whatever it is that you want to do. Go surfing, go to the beach. So his idea was everybody's going to be really excited about this, and they're going to figure out how to be more productive. That was the idea behind it. We tracked a number of KPIs such as outbound calls, trouble tickets, opportunity generation. We were able to track revenue as well, obviously, and all of those metrics increased during that 3-month period, anywhere from 18 to 25%. We were more productive. So we kept the 5-hour workday. The experiment proved to be true. It didn't happen overnight, but it slowly started to change behavior with us, the employees. It changed the way we worked. We started to have more of a focus on our day. And the crazy thing is our productivity not only increased, the quality of our work improved. And the reason this is so is because we were focusing, we had dialed back all the distractions. We're not going to be distracted by meetings, long meetings. We're not going to be interrupting each other. We're going to eliminate, text messages and all these things throughout the day that interrupt our work. And we're going to focus for large chunks of time on our most important work, what we're paid to do. And because we weren't jumping around to different meetings and calls and all kinds of random stuff throughout the day, we were able to focus more on single tasks at one time. So the quality increased as the productivity increased. And again, we've been doing this for over 6.5 years now, so it's unequivocal. Like, I already know that this for sure changes productivity. I also found Parkinson's law to be true. Parkinson's law states that tasks expand to fit the time allotted for their completion. So think of it this way: the letters, the writing on this card expands to fill the space. So obviously, if I had a large piece of paper and I wrote the letters, I would write a lot looser, bigger letters. Uh, it's the same words crunched down to a smaller constraint, and it works with time. So there were projects that I used to think would take days to complete. We're now able to complete in 1 or 2 small, couple hour time blocks where we're focused only working on that project. We're able to complete it in such a shorter amount of time. And again, because we're not distracted and we're only working on that one thing, the quality is better. The shorter work week, whether it's a 5-hour workday or a 4-day work week, whatever it is, it changes behavior as it pertains to productivity, which is so cool. The second thing I wanted to talk about is how it changes behavior related to free time. So when I used to work 8-hour workdays, I was working 9, 10 hours sometimes. I was working a lot, trying to, prove that I am a good employee by being in the office as long as possible, because that's what you do. And I started to develop this guilt with my time off. If I had something to do in the afternoon, I felt guilty, like I should be working right now. If my kids had a recital or a sports event, I could go, but I felt like I needed to be on my email the whole time because I felt like I should be productive. Even though I'd already completed everything that the company required me to do for that day, maybe I'd even done more. So even on a very productive, good work day, I felt guilty. And I think a lot of people feel that way. But the shorter work week changes the behavior because the whole culture shifts to results. We just care about the results. If you crushed your day, we don't care what you do or when you leave. We want you to go spend time doing whatever it is that fills you up. And that's that free time. And by the way, that free time has accumulated quickly. 15 hours per week adds up to 720 hours of free time per year. If you divide that by an 8-hour workday, that's 3 months. So conservatively, if I'm working longer some days because of urgent things, and we call it 6 hours, that's still 2 months of cumulative free time. And I've now accumulated working a 5-hour workday for over 6.5 years. I just hit the 600-day mark. I've accumulated 600 days of free time that I've been able to rededicate to my family, to my hobbies and things that I'm learning, to my health. So think about all the results of that free time as well. How much healthier would you be if you had 720 hours to dedicate towards eating healthier, exercising more, getting better rest, getting better sleep, spending more time with your most important relationships? All those things have improved. And guess what? That has a direct correlation with your productivity. Because when employees are healthy, they're happier. And when they're happier, they're more productive and produce better quality work. So these two behavior changes completely complement each other from what we found. And by the way, happiness seems like an arbitrary thing. We're happier. Over the last several years, researchers have been studying all these hundreds of companies that have been experimenting mostly with the 4-day work week, but with shorter work days. And they have all kinds of studies that prove that the employees are unequivocally more happy in the shorter work week. And they're still just as productive, if not more. So all these other different types of companies, a wide range of different companies doing something similar to what we're doing, are seeing the exact same results. And that's so cool. So wanted to expose you to this idea that if you figure out a way to shorten your work week, your employees are most likely to be more productive and happier.